Welcome back to my channel Coin Purchaser, where we unlock the hidden treasures in your pocket change. If you're a coin lover, collector, or just curious about the hidden value of everyday coins, then you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're diving deep into the fascinating story, rich history, and market value of the 1987 Elizabeth II 1-cent Canadian coin with the famous KG initials. Make sure to watch till the end. You won't believe what this tiny coin could be worth today. Let's begin with the history of this iconic coin. The 1987 Canadian 1-cent coin features the right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Canadian artist Arnold Machin. This particular portrait was used from 1965 until 1989, and beneath the Queen's neck you will find the small but very important initials, KG, which stand for George Kruger Gray, the designer of the coin's reverse side, which features the maple leaf twig. The maple leaf design has become a symbol of Canada's identity, strength, and pride. This coin was part of the circulating currency issued by the Royal Canadian Mint, and was struck in bronze, composed of 98% copper, 0.5% tin, and 1.5% zinc. 1987 was a time of growing national pride in Canada, and these coins were produced in large quantities to meet the needs of the economy. Yet, despite their common nature, there are key factors that can make this coin extremely valuable today, including condition, mint errors, and collector demand. Now, let's talk numbers. In 1987, the Royal Canadian Mint produced a staggering 774,549,000 1-cent coins. That's right. Over 774 million coins were struck. The coin weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and features a plain edge. With such a high mintage, you might be thinking these coins are too common to be worth anything. But here's the twist: among those hundreds of millions, only a small percentage survive today in pristine, uncirculated or proof-like condition. And that's where the real value lies. The KG initials on the reverse side are often overlooked, but they pay homage to George Kruger Gray, a celebrated designer of Commonwealth coinage. His simple yet powerful maple twig design has stood the test of time, and its appearance on the 1987 penny symbolizes Canada's economic and cultural growth. This maple leaf design, with two leaves on a single stem, has become one of the most iconic Canadian coin visuals. It reflects both national pride and the importance of natural resources in Canada's identity. Now comes the part that coin hunters love: the current market value. If you have a 1987 Canadian 1-cent coin in circulated condition, it's usually worth face value, which is 1 cent. However, in mint state or uncirculated condition, things get interesting. A 1987 Canadian 1-cent coin in MS65 or higher grade can fetch anywhere between $2 to $15 depending on the buyer and the grading. But wait, it gets better. Coins with mint errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws, have sold for $50, $100, or even more at auctions. If you happen to own a proof-like set with this coin perfectly preserved, the value can be part of a set worth $10 to $30 or higher depending on collector demand. So don't just dismiss that old penny lying around. If it's in great condition or has a rare error, you might be holding onto a small piece of big value. Be on the lookout for any 1987 kilograms pennies that have double striking or doubling on the date, or letters show signs of die cracks or die breaks, are struck off center or misaligned, appear with unusual coloration or toning, show full red luster without any wear. These are considered desirable by collectors and can significantly increase the coin's value in the numismatic market. So there you have it, an in-depth look at the 1987 Elizabeth II Canadian 1-cent coin with the KG initials. A coin that seems ordinary at first glance but holds a fascinating history, beautiful symbolism, and hidden potential for value. If you've got one of these in your collection, it's worth a closer look. And who knows, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. Share this video with your fellow collectors and let us know in the comments if you own any rare or interesting versions of this coin. And as always, keep collecting, keep exploring, and keep discovering the history in your hands. Where we dive deep into the world of rare and historical coins, today, we're exploring the fascinating story, hidden value, and collector's worth of the 1994 Elizabeth II 1-cent coin from Canada. So if you love coin history, money mysteries, and hidden treasures, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more amazing coin content. The 1994 Canadian 1-cent coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, is part of a long-standing legacy of Canadian coinage that dates back to the colonial era. This particular coin was minted under the Royal Canadian Mint, and it continues the tradition of featuring the iconic portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side. Designed by Dora de Petithunt, this effigy of the Queen first appeared on Canadian coins in 1990 and remained until 2003. Her elegant and graceful profile became symbolic of stability and heritage throughout the Commonwealth. The reverse of the coin features the maple leaf twig, designed by G. Kruger Gray, a national symbol of Canada that represents strength, unity, and peace. The design had been in use since 1937 and became deeply associated with Canadian identity. In 1994, this penny was struck in large quantities primarily for circulation, and it holds special significance because it was part of the last decade before the Canadian penny began its decline. Eventually, due to rising production costs and low purchasing power, the Canadian government decided to phase out the penny, with the last being minted in 2012. That makes the 1994 penny a part of Canadian monetary history, a coin that once held everyday value, now becoming a collectible relic of the past. In the year 1994, the Royal Canadian Mint produced approximately 624 million 1-cent coins. These coins were made from copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams, with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. Though not extremely rare in terms of mintage, certain factors like uncirculated condition, errors, and proof sets can dramatically increase a coin's worth among collectors. Now, let's talk about value. A typical circulated 1994 1-cent Canadian coin may not seem valuable at first glance. In heavily circulated condition, it usually holds a value of 1 cent to 5 cents. However, coins in mint state or uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can fetch between $1 to 15 Canadian dollars, depending on the buyer and demand. Now here's the exciting part. Era coins from 1994 are highly sought after by collectors. These may include off-center strikes, die cracks, double die obverse or reverse planchet errors. Such error coins, if authenticated, can be worth $50 to even $300 or more, especially at auctions or online platforms like eBay. If you have a sealed Royal Canadian Mint proof set containing the 1994 1-cent coin, the value may go even higher depending on overall preservation. What makes the 1994 Elizabeth II 1-cent coin from Canada so special is its place in time. It comes from an era when pennies still mattered in everyday Canadian life. Today, it represents nostalgia, history, and a collector's connection to a fading past. As the Canadian penny fades from circulation and becomes a memory, coins like the 1994 cent become even more desirable for those looking to preserve history in their collections. In today's market, the coin's value depends entirely on condition and rarity. Circulated coins 1 cent to $0.05 uncirculated, MS60 to MS65 $1 to $15 error coins, $50 to $300 plus proof set coins, $5 to $20 per set depending on the packaging and market. You can find buyers or sellers on platforms such as eBay, Etsy, Nemista, Canadian Coin and Currency, or coin collector forums. For best results, have your coin professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC.so. There you have it. The story of the 1994 Canadian 1-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. Whether you're a casual collector or a passionate numismatist, this coin is a valuable reminder of Canada's rich monetary history and its royal legacy. Do you have one of these coins in your collection? Have you come across any with errors? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your coin-loving friends. And we'll see you in the next episode, where every coin tells a story, where rare coins and hidden treasures come to life. If you're passionate about numismatics, coin collecting, or just discovering what treasures may be hiding in your pocket change, then you've landed on the perfect video. Today, we're diving deep into the story, value, and hidden worth of a truly fascinating coin, the 2009 1-cent Canadian coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. You won't believe how much this small copper piece could actually be worth today, so sit back, relax, and join us on this journey through Canadian coin history. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content on rare coins you might already own. Let's begin with the basics. The 2009 Canadian 1-cent coin is a small but iconic piece of Canadian history. Featuring the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, this coin continues the tradition of celebrating the monarch who has been the face of Canadian currency since 1953. Though it might look like an ordinary penny to most, coin collectors know that every detail, year, and minting nuance can tell a deeper story, and sometimes mean a higher value. The Canadian 1-cent coin has a long and rich legacy. Introduced in 1858, it was originally larger and made of bronze. Over time, the coin was reduced in size and eventually switched to copper-plated zinc, which we see in the modern versions like the 2009 issue. By 2009, the penny was nearing the end of its life. Canada officially stopped producing the 1-cent coin in 2012 due to rising production costs and low usage in everyday transactions. This makes the 2009 1-cent coin one of the final chapters in the story of Canadian pennies, and coins from this period are already becoming more collectible. The 2009 1 cent was struck by the Royal Canadian Mint and features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Susanna Blunt, a portrait that has appeared on all Canadian coins since 2003. The reverse features the iconic maple leaf twig, designed by George Kruger Gray, which has been the symbol of the Canadian penny since 1937. In 2009, more than 500 million 1 cent coins were minted in Canada. That's a huge number, but not all coins are equal. Some special strikes, mint errors, or coins in exceptional condition have become extremely valuable. There were two primary versions of the coin, one produced for general circulation and another for collectors in uncirculated and proof-like sets. Coins minted in 2009 are made of 94% steel, 1.5% nickel, and 4.5% copper plating, giving them that classic coppery appearance. The edge of the coin is plain, and its diameter is 19.05 mm. Now the big question: how much is the 2009 Elizabeth II 1 cent Canadian coin worth today? If you have a regular 2009 penny that's been in circulation and shows signs of wear, its value is usually still face value, 1 cent. But if you have one in mint condition, or especially a coin from a proof set or a coin with a rare minting error, such as double die, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, then the value goes up significantly. Uncirculated and proof-like versions can sell for $1 to 10 Canadian dollars, depending on the condition and demand. But here's where it gets exciting. Coins with confirmed mint errors from 2009 have sold for $50, $100, and even more on auction websites like eBay and in coin collector groups. The value continues to climb as collectors try to complete their modern Canadian penny collections, especially now that these coins are no longer minted. With Canada no longer producing the penny since 2012, interest in the final years, like 2009, continues to grow. Younger collectors, international buyers, and history enthusiasts are all looking to get their hands on coins from this era. This increased demand, combined with the fact that millions of these pennies are now out of circulation or melted down, means that the 2009 1 cent coin will likely increase in value over time, particularly high-grade specimens or those with verified mint errors. So, if you have a jar of old coins lying around, it might be time to take a closer look. That small copper penny from 2009 could be more than just spare change. It might be a valuable collector's item waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching this video on the 2009 Canadian 1 cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. If you found this information helpful, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment below telling us if you found a 2009 penny in your collection. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more rare coin histories and values. Every coin has a story, and we're here to uncover them all. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and happy treasure hunting!